Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of TEW 2020 NXT 2.0 here. As we're about to exit August, we're in week 4 of August, episode 9. 2 months into the save. Oh, how it flies. Last week, of course, a lot of big stuff in the fallout from Bash at the Beach, ending with Wesley beating Trick Williams, staring down Carmelo Hayes, trying to assert himself as a top challenger for the NXT Championship, and then being promptly attacked by Cameron Grimes, who clearly still not happy with Wesley after Wesley defeated him at Bash at the Beach. And we continue to build from there. Here, without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we, with another episode of NXT 2.0. And NXT 2.0 is going to get underway with Cameron Grimes in the ring. Cameron Grimes on the mic getting booed. And he says he doesn't care what's happened. He doesn't care what's been going on. He says he deserves an NXT Championship match. He demands an NXT Championship match. He demands to be NXT Champion. Cameron Grimes saying it doesn't matter who beat him or who beat anyone. All that matters is who he is. He is Cameron Grimes. And he deserves that shot. Out comes Wesley. Wesley saying, Cameron, I'm next. I'm facing Carmelo Hayes. I'm getting an NXT Championship match. You're not. You're not next, Cameron. You're not second. You're not third. Don't know where you are. The truth of the matter is you lost. And I'm not even just talking about against me. You had your shot against Braun Breaker for that exact NXT Championship you seem so desperate for. Desperate, but screw everything else. Screw everyone else. All that matters to Cameron Grimes is that NXT Championship. All that money you have. And still so desperate for that piece of gold. Just go buy yourself a big gold belt if that's all you care about, Cameron. The truth matters, you lost to Braun Breaker, you lost to me, you lost a hell of a lot. So why the hell should you get a shot at the NXT title? And Cameron Grimes saying that no amount of money in this world, and I might have a lot of it, makes up for that. Because no amount in the world is better than being a champion, being the champion. I got a taste of it when I was NXT North American Champion, and that little taste made me realize I need the real thing. I need to become NXT Champion. And Carmelo Hayes coming out and saying, well, we got a bit of a predicament here. But you know what? The A-Champ's liking the sound of all this. Wes, you say that you'd earned this shot at my championship by being my boy Trick here. And okay. Hell, I'll give you a shot, that's what you want, but Cameron, you saying you want it. You saying you don't care about all your money, and damn, you like to say you got a lot of it. You saying you don't care about a singular cent of it compared to this here title. Now, first of all, I'd like to say to management, I'll be expecting my complimentary gift basket in the mail any day now. For the prestige I've already given to this title, this man's willing to give away God knows how much money for this. But away from me for a second, as much as I'm sure we'd all love to stay there. Let's do it then, shall we? Hell, Cameron Grimes and Wesley, all or nothing. Cameron Grimes, you win, you keep all your money, and you gotta take your shot at the A-Champ. Or Wesley, you win, you keep your shot, and you can do whatever the hell you want, because he don't care about that money. I guess you can just have it. So what do we say, boys? What do you both say? Cameron Grimes, Wesley, title shot versus cash money, all or nothing. Cameron Grimes, Wesley, both agreeing for a 51. Nice little opening segment. Next week, official on a special episode of NXT All or Nothing. It will be Cameron Grimes versus Wesley in the main event, the winner of which will become #1 contender for Carmelo Hayes' NXT Championship. Good opener. Well done. Nice. Then we go backstage with Cody Rhodes in his office with both Giovanni Vinci and Santos Escobar. Vinci and Escobar both won NXT North American Championship opportunities. They're both arguing the case, and Cody says, guys, all this is great, all your facts and your history and your wins and your losses, we don't want to talk about those, but all of it, it's all great. Okay, but all that matters Especially if you want to be champions, is what happens in that ring. So let's do this properly. Tonight, I'm looking for a main event, so why not? Vinci versus Escobar one-on-one, and whoever wins, you can face Grayson Waller for the NXT North American Championship. Hell, you can face him next week at NXT All or Nothing. Both men, of course, happily agreeing to that. 66 as well. Good segment. It's Cody Rhodes. Why wouldn't it be? American Nightmare, baby. Beautiful. Vinci versus Escobar. Main event contendership. First match this evening, we have Apollo Crews taking on the incredibly, he's just got this kind of energy to him. The ladies just swarm him. Sanga. Apollo Crews versus Sanga. In the end, Apollo Crews does pick up the win with a spin-out powerbomb. God, that would be impressive. 53, 66 Crews, 20 Sanga. Both doing pretty well. Sanga off his game. What are you going to do? Crews came out looking good. 66. Yeah. Apollo Crews just picks up another little victory. Lovely. A little promo package from the NXT Women's Tag Champs, Team 2001, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, saying they're on the lookout, saying they beat Toxic Attraction. No matter what happened between them at NXT Bash to the Beach, they beat the Diamond Mines, Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley. And now they're looking for what's next, for who is next. They say they're fighting champions. They're not going to stray away from any fight. So whichever teams want to step up and show what they have, what it takes to face Team 2001, to fight for the NXT Women's Tag titles, can bring it for 43. Nice little promo from our Women's Tag Champs. And speaking of teams stepping up, which team here will step up potentially and show they deserve a shot? We got Casey Squared, as I have dubbed them. God, I feel like I changed what I dubbed them on the day. But Casey Squared, Katana Chance and Ken Carr versus Valentina Feroz and Yelisa Leon. Yeah, I'm 99%. It might, yeah. The worst thing that happened there is their names are switched. But yeah, Feroz and Leon versus Casey Squared. And it is Casey Squared who get the win. 31, that's fine. 35 Katana, 27 Caden, 23 Valentina, 18 Yelisa. Yeah, I got the names right as well, so that's good. Yeah, fine, decent enough. 31. Casey Squared do pick up the victory here. As we go backstage, Giovanni Vinci and Apollo Crews bump to each other in the locker room. Giovanni tells Apollo Crews to get lost, saying he's focusing. He needs the locker room to himself to prepare the main event. He will beat Escobar. Then next week he becomes NXT North American Champion. And Crews just laughs, and Vinci says, "What's funny?" And Crews says that tonight you're going to lose to Santos Escobar. And when you do, Giovanni, and he pats him on the shoulder, "I'll see you next week." And Crews just walks away. Vinci, not impressed. 48. Good. Then we go to everyone's favourite guy, Joe Gacy, in the ring with his disciples, his druids, all three of them. And Joe says that, "I just want people to feel safe. I want all of you to feel safe coming into my embrace and allowing me to show you the light, to show you the way to peace." And thankfully, we've achieved that. And I want to help all of you and show that I can help all of you. So, 2 of my disciples have come and they have told me that they feel safe in my embrace. Have come and told me that they want to reveal their faces and their names to the world, so as to hopefully encourage all those in need of it to come forward and ask for the help I can provide. And he takes a step back and he says, "Here are those 2 very brave men." And he pulls down their hoods, and it's it's Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed, grizzled young vets. Fowler and Reed, and Joe Gacy applauding and saying we should all applaud these 2 brave young men for what they've done. Then he turns to the 3rd druid and he reaches his hand back to his hood and he holds onto it, but then he looks at the camera and he says, "He's not ready yet, but he will be. And when he is, he might be my biggest success yet. But that is enough talk for now. Allow me, please, to allow Mr. Fowler and Mr. Reed here, my Diad, to show you what they have learned under my warm embrace and light." For 39, decent little promo. Fowler and Reed, the Diad in action next up against Blake Cortez and Save Al Saba. Just had to double check that one. In the end, Fowler and Reed, of course, pick up the win against these two local talents. Save Al Saba doing pretty well though. 50. Blake Cortez, I feel like I should probably recognise him, if anything, because that's definitely a 205 screen behind him. But I'm not drawing any actual names in a minute, so we move. Fowler pinning Save Al Saba following the elevate DDT. 50 for the match, those good. 57 Fowler, 51 Reed, 42 Al Saba, 20 Cortez. Who is? I don't know. Oh well. 50, good match. The Dyad get the victory here. Gacy raising their arms after the match, smiling very, very happily. Before the NXT North American Champion Grayson Waller storms into Cody Rhodes' office, a lot less happy, saying, "What the hell are you doing, mate? Huh? I'm partying. I'm out, and I get a notification telling me that I got to defend my title next week at All or Nothing. What the hell is that? Grayson Waller's always all or nothing, baby, and I'm all this champion. I'm the A champion, remember? NXT North American Champion. You gotta warn me about this stuff. Are we working together here?" And Cody says, Grayson, you're the champion. Just like you said, you're the champion, the A champion. You want to call yourself that? Okay. So be a champion. A champion's ready to defend that title. Should be ready, at least, to defend that title anytime, anywhere, any place. Well, guess what? Newsflash here. The time is next week. The place is NXT All or Nothing, and you will defend it against Vinci or Escobar, or I will take that away and give it to a man who will. For 72, another really good one, Grayson Waller and Cody. Nice. Waller not happy though about having to defend his title next week. Then out comes the Diamond Mines, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp with Tatum Paxley, and Roddy says he's done with the dead weight. He says the Diamond Mines was always meant to be about finding the young talent around here that would turn into the diamonds of tomorrow and molding them into that. And he was tired of lugging around the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. He should have cut them off a long time ago when it became clear that they would never turn into that. But he didn't. He was too kind-hearted for that. But he finally did it. And he's finally left with just what the true diamonds around here are. Superstars like Damon Kemp and like Tatum Paxley. Superstars of the future women and world champions by my side, ready to learn in the diamond mine and turn into those diamonds I know they can be. When they're interrupted by Briggs and Jensen, Fallon Henley coming down, of course, with them as well. Briggs and Jensen saying that, you know, that's all well and good, Roddy, do what you want. We don't care about whatever infighting's going on in the diamond mine or whatever. We care about the fact that we beat Pretty Deadly. We got to win again last week. We keep winning. And we want a shot at those. Pointing to the tag titles. Tatum Paxley stepping forward. Fallon Henley stepping forward. The two women arguing for 34. Impromptu match next up. The tag teams go to ringside. And we have Fallon Henley taking on Tatum Paxley here. The match going on. Fallon Henley runs, bouncing off the rope. And Roderick Strong grabs a hold of her leg and pulls her a bit. She stumbles. Roddy's holding his arms. They're saying, hey, I did nothing. Briggs storming over to Roddy. Damon Kemp stepping in between Kemp and Briggs, staring down, and then they start brawling. Roddy just looking on as Brooks Jensen runs around the ring and from behind, attacks Strong. Big brawl at ringside. Fallon a bit distracted from the stumble and that, allowing Tatum Paxley to grab her from behind, lock in a chokehold, and get the win for a 26. Fine enough. 25 Tatum, 21 Fallon. You know, both still growing. Happy with that, all considering. Tatum does get the victory here as Briggs Jensen and Diamond brawl it out. But Briggs and Jensen are the two who come out on top in the brawl a little bit. I mean, yeah, fair play to him. Damon Kemp and Briggs kind of, you know, more toe-to-toe. Brooke Jensen getting the better of Roderick Strong a little bit, sending him into the barricade, and then helping Briggs a bit. Damon Kemp eventually just retreating into the ring. And then we end with Briggs, Jensen, and Henley on the outside at the ramp. And Diamond Mine on the inside for a 26 staring down. Briggs and Jensen, oh god, it doesn't help because I know a B starts and it's Brooks Jensen. So, I don't know if I'll ever get that right. But we move. Then we go to Chase U. Andre Chase, Bodie Hayward via Hale. And Andre Chase looking at that empty trophy cabinet and Bodie saying, don't worry, Teach, we'll get there. We'll get some gold. You and me, Fia here, we'll get some gold in there. And Chase saying that we are going to get some gold in here. You and me, Fia, and more, because you know what? This is a teachable moment, because I realized exactly what we need to do to fill up this cabinet. For a 22, none of them did well there, but that's fine. 22's good enough. Hey, Chase U. Under Chase still looking to fill up that Chase U trophy cabinet. Before we have some promos for the tag match next week, All or Nothing. Toxic Attractions, Mandy Rose and Gigi Dolan. JC Jane, of course, out with a hernia. She's out for a couple months ish. So Mandy Rose is gonna have to step in for this tag team match against Indy Hartwell and Nikita Lyons. Just a little promo, all four getting to, say their case. Mandy and Gigi in the Toxic Lounge saying they're gonna get revenge for JC for what Indy and Nikita did to JC. What Indy specifically did to JC. And Indy and Nikita saying that, you know what, they didn't want to hurt JC, but maybe this will be a message for, what everyone's wanted to do to the Toxic Attraction for a long time, and that they're ready next week to kick some toxic ass for a 34. Yeah, just a nice little promo. Filling out that All or Nothing card. Hopefully a good little event next week. Before it's time for the main event, we got Giovanni Vinci versus Santos Escobar. 1-on-1 NXT North American Championship number 1 contenders match. But who will be getting that match next week at All or Nothing with Grayson Waller? Let's find out. Vinci and Escobar going at it. Both men want that title opportunity. Both men want the gold. Vinci and Escobar fighting it out here. Vinci putting on a very good display. But there is points where it looks like maybe his head's not all there. Like maybe Apollo Crews got in his head a little bit with his comments earlier. And Escobar's got a clear head. He feels that weight of Tony D'Angelo and Tony's whole collective and gang off his shoulders somewhat. And it looks like maybe, just maybe, Santos Escobar is a new man again. And maybe this gives Santos the edge. Vinci's head not fully in it maybe, as in the end Santos Escobar manages to roll up Vinci for the 1-2-3. Escobar will take on Grayson Waller next week for the NXT North American Championship at All or Nothing. 62 for the match is very good. 66 Escobar, 60 Vinci. Both men doing really, really well and putting on a lovely little match for a 62. I think that might be the joint highest rated match of the save so far. Possibly. It's right up there either way. A good match. Vinci out the wing. Escobar gets his arm raised. Number 1 contender. As rolls into the ring, Grayson Waller jumps in and hits him with the Grayson Waller effect. The rolling thunder stunner, I think is what it is. From the outside, he jumps in the ring, does a front roll, jumps up, stunner, hits that, and then he's, laughs at Escobar saying, "I told you, that's what it's going to be next week as well, huh? I got to defend this, I'll kick your ass, don't worry." Raises the NXT North American title for a 58. Good main event, good end to the show. Overall, episode gets a 64, really good actually, better than I thought it would be, increased up on 20 regions as well. Another really good show, and really setting the stage for next week. All or Nothing, Escobar versus Waller, we got Grimes versus Wesley, Apollo Crews with the challenge to Giovanni Vinci now, Briggs and Jensen won their title match with the Diamond Mine, we got Toxic Attraction versus Indy, Hartwell and Nikita Lyons, a stacked card, lots of hopefully really good matches to come. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're looking forward to that. If you have and are, why don't you leave a like and subscribe for more to see when NXT All or Nothing drops next week. And yeah, who do you think is going to win? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, like I said. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.